Good afternoon. I'm Larry Kamer, and this is my channel, The Fly Tying Philosopher. Uh, Snowing outside today. Uh, Beautiful big downy flakes falling. Looks like we're going to get a few inches. And so far this winter, we've missed a great deal of the snow here in Frankenmuth. Today, I'm going to tie um, a lime ricky fly that was published on the YouTube channel of Brent Auger. And I really like that pattern. I used it last season. Caught a very nice fish with it late in the evening on the main stream of the Asabo. It is perhaps the most complex Tenkara fly that I tie. It's got uh, green phosphorescent thread on half of it, purple on the other half, red wire, a hen pheasant hackle, and some ostrich herl. I've laid down the green portion already, and you'll notice that I make a little bulb like head at the front of the fly in order to create a backing for the hackle. And I'm gonna just tie that off at this point. And start the purple thread. And I lay that down on the rest of the fly, back toward the curve. I wanted to say that in a couple previous videos I had a lot of clicking sound on the audio track, and I spent a day trying to figure out how to get rid of that. Found all kinds of suggestions from wrapping the connecting wire from the microphone to the camera with aluminum foil, to shielding the microphone with copper tape, moving the camera and microphone away from the router in the house, so forth, and nothing just seemed to work. Then I found a video by Muhammad El-Masri. I don't know his nationality. He's from the Mideast, I would imagine. And he has a vlog concerning food. But he did make a few videos about the M50 Canon camera and addressed this problem. It seems to have worked. And for those of you who would like to know, all he suggested was that you disable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on the camera itself, and then see if that worked. And it seemed to, but I'll see when we finish with this video. When I get back here to the end, I tie in the wire. I know my wife keeps telling me that I say wire funny. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, so that's my excuse. And just lay that down here at this point, and try to cover it up, secure it well. And as a matter of fact, you can wrap this right now back toward the front, and so I'll do that. The topic I wanted to talk about today is mindfulness. I think Tenkara is certainly a mindful pastime, and if you wanted to, could develop your skills in mindfulness to a great extent through fly fishing in general and Tenkara specifically. I read a book by John Kabat-Zinn. He's actually a famous author, a worker. He works in the health field and has written several books. The one that I have is Mindfulness for Beginners. It's quite nice. He defines mindfulness as awareness cultivated by paying attention in a sustained and particular manner, on purpose, and in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. I tried to distill from his work the essential elements of mindfulness, and I kind of came up with three. Again, I don't know, I'm fascinated with the number three, but intention, discipline, and attention. So the attempt is to develop your awareness and take awareness into some depth. It's focused attention, and particularly in fly tying and fly fishing and Tenkara, you spend a lot of time attending to what you're doing, and a whole day can just fly by without you realizing it. I think that there's some spiritual aspects of it. Myself, I know, of course, there's the beauty that I have mentioned before of the streams and fly fishing, and attending to what you're doing and paying attention in a over long periods of time, and so it becomes a spiritual practice. Some people even take awareness to levels of a divinity, and I've seen a number of works on mindfulness, and some aspects of divinity certainly appear in those works. There's a number of gurus on YouTube who address this form of consciousness. Rupert Spira is one in particular that I have enjoyed. And just anchoring down the stem of the feather. And as you can see, that little bulbous head on the fly splays this out very nicely. So one of the things that's related to fly fishing is the concept of catch and release. And I think that John Kabat-Zinn addressed this when he talks about one of the foundations of mindfulness is compassion. It's an ethical and moral attitude that arises from mindfulness, and in a sense, there's a compassion for the fish and respect for them. They're beautiful creatures, and the study of their behavior is amazing. There's been extensive studies on their vision and their eyes, energy conservation, and just simple movement in the stream and And so it's constantly fascinating to me. But I'm saying that I have a great deal of respect for the fish, to the extent that I no longer kill them. I have one on the wall, you may see. That was the first large fish that I ever caught. It was about a year and a half into learning to fly fish. And it was in the evening, around 11 o'clock in June, on the south branch of the Osabo during a hex hatch. And I caught that fish. I thought at first I was snagged on a log, but it turned out to be 21 inches. Put up a good fight. I kept a few fish after that, but then at some point or other developed a compassionate feeling for these fish, and no longer keep any. I put the ostrich hurl on there, and essentially the fly is pretty complete. Even though this is one of the more complex Tenkara flies, it is still fairly simple and straightforward. And I'll put a little head cement on there to make that green head shiny. And we'll be finished. So if you're interested in mindfulness, combining the practice of mindfulness with Tenkara, or fly fishing, is something that I would recommend. So that's it for the day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day, and perhaps enjoy the snow also. Thanks.